Welcome to Bloom at the Yoga Garden for this short version of today's class. So we're going to begin by lying back and down in Shavasana. Get yourselves nice and comfortable. Imagine you're taking the crown of your head up towards the top end or the top of your mat so that you have a nice long back neck and your chin, don't let your chin be sticking up in the air. Put a prop under your head if you need to. Your chin should just be in a nice plane parallel with the floor and the ceiling, I suppose, too. Roll your shoulders back and down so that you're resting on the flat part of your shoulder blades, and that'll allow your arms to rotate so the backs of your hands can be in the floor. Palms facing up. Heel of the right foot at the right edge of the mat, heel of the left foot at the left edge of the mat. And just let the toes fall away from each other. And just literally allow yourself to arrive on your mat. Leaving behind any to-do lists, anything that you've planned to do later on, any worries, any concerns, just let them go as you rest down on your mat. And I'm just going to read a little Thich Nhat Hanh meditation. It's from his meditation journal about the breath. And if you want to, you can synchronize your breath with this. So if you're going to do that, just take an ordinary breath. And then breathing in, I feel myself as a mountain. Breathing out, I feel solid. Breathing in, I see myself as water. Breathing out, I reflect things as they are. Breathing in, I see myself as space. Breathing out, I feel free. And then just return to your natural breath. So today we're thinking about who we are and where we are in our yoga practice. And by that I mean we're going to be honest with ourselves. So ask yourself briefly, who am I? Is it a question you can answer easily? Can you say, I am so-and-so and what you are? Or do you immediately think, I am somebody's partner, somebody's mother, somebody's daughter, somebody's sister? Or I'm the person in charge at work, I'm an employee? Because none of these is who you really are. Do you know the person, your true, authentic self, the person who is really you, the person that only you know? So today we're going to try and think about who we really are, and equally that reflects on our yoga practice, because if we are trying to be as good as the next person or striving for some particular posture or to stay longer in a posture, that isn't who we are. We need to learn to listen to our bodies. Our bodies are so clever, so intelligent, and our bodies believe every single thing our mind tells them. Which is why very often we have odd aches and pains and tight places in our bodies. So today we are going to really try and explore these things and see if we can come to terms with who we really are. And when I say that, we actually won't be able to do that just in one session, but it just is the start of a reflection of trying to find out who we really are. So just continue to follow your breath for another couple of rounds. And then we're almost ready to begin the physical aspect of this morning's practice. So just take one more nice, long, deep inhale. Open your mouth wide and just sigh it out. So as always, please listen to your own body. I've already said we're going to listen to our bodies, but particularly today in our practice, every day applies, of course. Don't be doing anything that you know doesn't suit you or your body, that's going to aggravate or hurt any part of you or any old or new injuries you might have. So just take a big inhale, reach your arms up behind you, point into your toes or stretch into your toes. Spread your fingers. And then as you exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. And then just bring your knees in. We rock from side to side. Head goes one direction, knees go the other. So we're not going very far. And then place the soles of your feet in the floor, and we're going to take our feet out wide and just, or bring the soles of our feet together and just butterfly our thighs a little bit. So just, you might want to give them a wee rub down the side. So it doesn't matter whether your feet are down here or here, just have them wherever feels comfortable. Maybe we rock from side to side here. Giving your hips a wee massage. And then if you can, if you've got the flexibility, you can bring your arms up in cactus. So elbows are in line with your shoulders, the backs of the arms are on the floor, lower arms on the floor. If your lower arms don't go down on the floor easily, put a blanket or a brick or a block, whatever you need, or a wee cushion in underneath so that you can lie, still be quite comfortable. You're still allowing your shoulder blades to roll in towards each other here in this position. And take a nice long, slow, deep inhale here. And feel that lovely sense of openness across the whole of the front of the body. And exhale. Gently bring your arms down, lift your feet, and then we're just going to do some circle. So it doesn't matter whether the soles of your feet stay together or not. So just feel that you're working into the hip sockets. So it's as if your femurs are two spoons and you're trying to work your way in. And at the same time, you're giving the outside edges of your hips just a nice little massage from side to side. And then we're going to straighten the left leg out along the floor. Bring your right knee in, give it a good squeeze in towards your chest. So this is wind relieving pose, so don't be surprised if it relieves any wind. And then plant the sole of that right foot in next the left thigh. So wherever it comes. So if you can get it up here, great, but if you're only down here, that's fine, or here. So try not to have it at your knee, anywhere really except at your knee. And don't be trying to get that right knee down the floor, because again, that's probably your ego saying that. So listen to your body. If you get your right knee down, you can see that this left hip lifts up. So my right knee is going to sit about there. And now I'm going to press my left thigh into the sole of my right foot into the thigh. And guess what pose I'm going to be in? Stretch your arms up overhead into your branches, big clue. And we're in supine tree. So press into the left foot as if you're standing on it. So don't be letting it be floppy because you couldn't stand on that. And that will help to engage the muscles in the left thigh. Reach into your fingertips. Don't let your shoulders roll up when you do that. Mine just did. And smile and breathe. Close your eyes briefly. And notice how that feels. Wonderful tree, rooted to the girth. And gently release your arms, bring them back down. Release your right foot, or move your right foot, and we'll do the other side. Left knee in. Give it a squeeze, work into the heel of the right foot and leg strongly. Same thing again. Wherever you can get the sole of your left foot without compromising the two hips. Working into the heel of the right foot and leg, pressing the sole of the left foot into the right thigh. I say left foot and leg, pressing into the soles of both feet. And shoulders rolling away. And then if you want to inhale, reach your arms up overhead and keep your shoulders rolled down. One more big inhale here. Lovely. And breathe. And exhale, bring your arms down. Release your left leg. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And we're just going to do a couple of baby boats. So straighten your leg, both legs out along the floor. Now a wee bit of core, arms down by your sides. Take a big inhale and exhale, gently lift up the tiniest little bit and release. Inhale, always come up in an exhale, it's so much easier. Exhale, bring yourself up. Maybe take a breath here this time, but come down if you need to, and take a rest anytime you need to. And release. One more. Inhale, exhale. One more big inhale. And gently release. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And we're just going to rock and roll. About 4 or 5 times. And then bring yourself up and meet me with your feet just in front of you with your knees quite well spread. Lift the flesh off your sit bones. Take a big inhale and just drape your chest across, down, over your thighs. So inhale and lift up to get a wee bit more length. And then when you can't go any further, when you think you've gone as far as you can, there's no straining or stressing here. And just let your head go. And breathe. And then from here, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together again into Baddha Konasana. So you can bring your sit bones up onto a brick or a block if you want to. Just that wee bit of a pelvic tilt sometimes helps. And have your feet as far away from you as you need to. And maybe you'll take hold of your ankles, maybe you'll be able to take hold of your toes. And again, we're just going to do a few butterflies here. And we're going to use the leverage you have wherever you're holding on. Maybe you'll be able to bring your elbows to the insides and encourage your knees away a little bit. But just what feels right for you. No pressure, no pinching. Big inhale. And notice how it feels in your body. And this time as you exhale, maybe you'll begin to fold forward a little bit. So I can go very little distance in this posture. But I'm trying to lead with my chest, so I have a nice long flat back and a nice long flat front. Big inhale. And when you've gone as far as you can, then just drop your head down, let it go. And breathe. And then gently bring yourself back up again. Release wherever you're holding. Take your feet to one side and bring yourself up into tabletop. So knees are below your hips, about hip width apart, knees and feet hip width apart. Wrists below your shoulders, and you're actively pressing the floor away. And we'll just do a couple of straightforward cat-cows, and then we're going to add in like a sort of a figure of 8 to our cat-cows. So inhale, drop your belly, bottom up towards the ceiling, chin up towards the ceiling. And exhale, tuck your tail, press the floor away, chin in towards your chest. Inhale, drop your belly, bottom up. And exhale, tuck your tail, chin in towards your chest, navel back towards your spine. And now we're going to add in, bring yourself back to your neutral tabletop. We're going to sort of make it into like a figure of 8. So when I say a figure of 8, don't worry which way you go. It's just a matter of getting into all those bits. So this time as I inhale, I'm going to come forward round to the right a little bit. And then as I exhale into my cat, I'm going round the other way. Inhale. And exhale. And I'm going to change direction. Inhale into my cow. Oh, and close your eyes, it's lovely. Exhale. But keep breathing and notice any little bits where it feels tight or sore, or you think, oh, that feels good. And then bring yourself back to center. So now we're going to reach back with the right foot and leg and bring the right foot up at hip level. So watch that you haven't collapsed into your left hand and tipped over. We want to keep 2 nice level hips and reach forward with your left hand and arm. Really reach forward as if you're shaking hands. Big inhale and exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale forward and back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale forward and back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Other side. Reach back with the left foot and leg. And again, don't collapse into the right hand. Reach forward. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale forward and back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale forward and back. Exhale, elbow to knee. And then bring that down. Tuck your toes under. And we're just going to walk our feet back and bring ourselves into a little Molasses Squat. So your toes are about 10 to 2. Your feet are about the full width of your mat. So if you can't get your heels down the floor, just keep them off the floor, or you can put a blanket in underneath your heels if you want to. But we'll start off with our heels off the floor anyway. But if you can get your heels on the floor, maybe you'll be able to bring your elbows to the inside and use that wee bit of leverage to get a wee bit more width in your hips. So when we're here, we're going to lift up with our heart center, sitting a little bit lower. Inhale up. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. And then our next inhale, we're going to press into our feet and bring yourself up to stand. Take a breath here and exhale down. Strong legs are important as you get older. You're not, but you want to keep them strong. So get your breath here. Press into your feet. Inhale, straight up. And take a breath here. Exhale down. Brilliant, well done. One more. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. Inhale, bring yourself up. And this time we're going to bring your feet back so about hip width apart. Bring your arms up overhead, reach up. Be grateful for that wonderful air that's going to keep you going. Fold forward and down, knees bent as deeply as you need to. And either hold onto your elbows, make contact with the floor. Just see where you are. And then take a couple of breaths here. And maybe you'll bring your hands in behind. And maybe you'll feel you want to straighten your legs a little bit. So the crown of your head's still going down towards the floor. Navel back towards your spine. And you don't have to straighten your legs at all. Keep them deeply bent if you need to. But sometimes we just want to give ourselves a little bit of a challenge. And see if you can draw your head or your face really in towards your legs. One more big inhale here. And exhale, press strongly into all four corners of your feet. And bring yourself up to stand. And bring your hands down towards your heart center. So now from here, we're going to bend the left leg quite deeply. And this is actually where if you have a couple of bricks, you might find them useful. And we're going to lift the right leg and bring it across above the left knee. So this is maybe where you'll stay, or maybe you'll begin to come forward and bring your hands down to the instep of this foot. And if you happen to have a couple of bricks handy, maybe you'll use them to bring yourself down. Oops, will I get my balance again? A little bit more. And bring your hands down onto your bricks. Maybe you'll lower your bricks down. Maybe you'll come down a bit lower. You don't have to do any of that at all. One more breath where you are. And bring yourself up again. And maybe give your legs a wee walk out. So it's a kind of, some people find this easier than tree pose. So take your weight onto your right foot and leg and bend your right leg. I was going to do tree there. Sorry, I got carried away. And bend your right leg. Same thing again, hands to your heart center. Maybe you can bring your hands down to your arch, the arch of the left foot. Maybe onto your bricks. This side could be different. This side's much tighter for me. Maybe come down a bit more. And breathe. And just accept where you are. Don't let your ego insist you go further. My ego says I want to go further, but I know on this side I can't. It's going to be too much. I might fall over. One more breath here. And then bring yourself back up. And gently release that foot. Set your bricks to one side. And then from here we're going to swing our arms up and overhead again. Draw your hands down. Fold forward and down. Make contact with the floor. And we're going to step back into plank. So knees to the floor if you need to. Into half plank. Maybe lift the lower legs off the floor. But pressing the floor away. Pressing into both heels. So the shoulders are slightly domed now in this position. Suck all of the front body up into the back body. Navel back towards your spine. Shoulders pressing down. Rolling away from each other. One more big inhale. And then either knees to the floor or chaturanga down. And bring yourself down into cobra. So hands back so the middle fingers are in line with your shoulders. Forehead to the floor. Inhale. Press into the tops of your feet. And exhale down. One more. So press into the tops of your feet. Press into the soft part of your tummy and your pubic bone. Inhale. Try and engage the muscles in your back rather than your hands. Lift yourself up. Lift up again. And exhale down. Then tuck your toes under. And bring yourself back up into downward facing dog. So our first dog. And then from here, we're going to lift the right leg up. Look forward. Step the right foot through. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Drop your knees to the floor if you want, or if you want to work a bit harder, you can keep it lifted. Your choice completely. So variation of lizard. Look forward and then begin to walk your hands out to the left. So keep pulling that right hip back. So your upper body is in down dog, I suppose, and let your head go. Pressing the floor away, drawing that right hip back. So knee can be in the floor if you want. Walk your hands back. Get your balance, frame the front foot with your hands and bring yourself up into high lunge or here. You be wherever suits you. Maybe look up between your hands. One more big inhale here. Exhale, fold forward and down. Press into both hands and bring yourself back into down dog. Other side. Left leg up, look forward. Right knee to the floor or right knee off the floor. Left hand to the inside of the left foot. Okay. So bring your heart center through into this version of lizard. Knee and ankle in line. And if you want to, you can begin to walk your hands out to the right. I have that much stuff here, I have no room really to the right. Keep pulling the left hip back. And then let your head go. So it's as if you're in down dog. Your upper body's in down dog. Heel and knee of the front leg in line. One more breath here. And then gently walk your hands back to center. Get your balance either here or here. Press into both feet. Bring yourself up into your high lunge. Maybe look up between your hands. Big inhale and exhale. Fold forward and down. Tuck your toes under. Bring yourself back into downward dog. And then from here, we're going to lower our knees down. So if you need to take a rest, this is a good time to do it. Otherwise, we're going to tuck our toes under and come and sit in a little crouching position. So we're working on these legs, trying to get them strong. So see if you can stand up from here without using your hands. Use your hands, of course, if you need to. And then we're going to sit down again. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. One more. Exhale down. Whoops. Inhale up. And we're going to do tree pose. So, bring the weight onto your left foot and leg, lift your right foot, and tell yourself, get a lovely broad left foot, lift your right foot up. So your tree can be here, or you can do the full pose, bringing your foot right up to the top of your leg, Hands to your heart center to begin. See how your balance is. Maybe take, your leaves, your branches. Breathe, smile. It's wonderful to be alive. How is my body feeling this? One more breath. Release your hands. Release your foot. And we'll do the other side. Take the weight onto your right foot and leg. Reduce contact with the left. Here, here, calf or full pose. And of course, go to the wall if you need to. Or your sofa, you're at home. And then bring up your branches. And breathe and smile. Just don't have your foot on your knee ever. One more big inhale here. Smile. And gently release your hands. Release your foot. Oh, the hard stuff's done now, so we can make our way down onto the mat. With or without hands. Have your feet out in front of you again. Come onto your heels, maybe stretch them away a little bit. So shift the flesh off your sit bones. Reach up. And exhale, just drape yourself over your thighs. So have your knees bent as deeply as you need to so that you can drape over your thighs. Because I literally mean drape over your thighs. And hold on to your calves, your ankles, maybe your feet, wherever you can reach, don't worry. Big inhale, lead with your heart center. And exhale, let your head go. So you've maybe got a wee space here between your knees. And you can let your head just go down into that wee space. Shoulders rolling away. Big inhale. And exhale, let everything go. Inhale. And exhale, soften and release. You can point your toes away if you like, sometimes that makes it easier. One more breath here. And then gently make your way back up again. And we're just going to roll down onto our mats. So take your feet out the full width of the mat. You can either have them bent, like this, and knees rolling in, or traditional Shavasana. Crown of the head going up towards the back of your mat. Wherever you are, tuck your shoulders under, backs of the hands on the floor. And just notice your breath. Notice how you're feeling. How is your body feeling after this morning's practice? Nice long, slow, deep inhale. Open your mouth wide and just go and let everything go. And just follow your breath inside. And again, just ask yourself that question, who am I? Who am I really? I'm not just somebody's partner, mother, daughter, friend, colleague. Who am I within myself? Who am I in the true authentic self? Who is the real person within? And maybe just bring one hand onto your belly and one hand onto your heart center. Breathe into your hands. Feel that connection. Really see if you can go inside. And again, ask that question. Who is the real me? Who is the authentic me? And use your breath to let the outside world fade away and you focus inside. One more nice, long, slow, deep inhale. And of course, please rest here for as long as you have time. Otherwise, bring both hands together at your heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for this short class this morning. I really appreciate the fact that you keep watching these recordings and join me for this. It really feels that I'm not on my own. So thank you so much again. Namaste.